Well, coming off a disappointing season for us, we're looking to regroup. We're excited about our first season in the Big 12. It's obviously, in my opinion, the best basketball league in the country. Loaded up top and really good depth of really quality programs. So excited to experience all that. Just new places I haven't been, haven't coached at, different areas of the country. We worked extremely hard in the offseason to rebuild, reconstruct our roster, and put ourselves in the best position to be very competitive this year. So I like what I'm seeing in practice. Got some really, I think we've upgraded our talent level significantly. So excited to see where we stand. We had a nice close scrimmage over the weekend, and we'll travel this weekend to play at Duke on Sunday, and then obviously we're inside 2 weeks to our first game. So excited about everything. So excited a lot, really. I said that 4 times, I think.
Okay, please remember to raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. Let us know your name and your affiliation. We're going to start over here on the left on the 3rd row.
Michelle Gardner, Arizona Republic. Bobby, can you talk about Jayden Quintanz and what he brings from a physicality standpoint and just being a 17-year-old?
So, Jayden is special, and what he's going to be a couple of years from now is scary because he's already so advanced for his age, turning 17 in July, and would be one of the youngest players in college basketball. But you look at him physically, he's prepared, to compete at this level, and his makeup is outstanding. His habits are tremendous for a young person. He's got, he just is a worker. He's in the gym all the time. Is immensely talented. For a guy with his size and stature, you would think he's just a bull around the basket or something, but he can face up and dribble the ball. He's got some finesse to his game, and in addition to the physicality that he brings. He's got a motor that is as good as any that I've ever coached, and I always prided myself when I played on being able to sustain minutes and be able to be a guy that could play 35 to 40 minutes without getting tired. And Jayden is far superior than I ever was in that regard, or anybody I've coached. He just never stops. He's relentless and goes after the basketball, plays with tremendous energy and passion. So very fortunate to have him in the program because he obviously easily could be in a high school classroom somewhere right now.
Let's go to the front row here in the middle.
Hey, Coach. Matthew Postins, Heartland College Sports. Joining a new conference, you've got to get to know 12 new teams, and I'm sure you've seen them on TV. You've probably played a few of them in non-conference. Did you have a process in terms of learning about these teams, getting prepared for this? What kind of work did you put into the summer to get ready for all this?
I would say that, knowing that we're going to the Big 12, the reputation about it being, a very physical league, more so maybe than West Coast basketball is perceived. I wanted to stick to what our style was going to be. I wanted to be unique. I want us to play Arizona State basketball, and I don't want to try and be better than some of the top programs that have been great rebounding programs or tremendous defensive programs. I'm not sure that I could in a few months become a better rebounding team than Houston. So I'm just going to try and be really good at what we're capable of being good at. I think we've repaired our front court. It's probably the deepest perimeter that I've had since I've been at Arizona State. I've had some really good core perimeter teams here, but I think the depth of players that I could put on the floor, I have a pretty strong hand there, and it's a good mixture of experienced guys, of returning players, and incoming freshmen. So I really like what we have right now.
Okay, we'll go over to the right.
Myron Metcalf, ESPN. You've got a stretch in January where you go to Cincinnati, then you go to West Virginia 3 days later. You come back to prepare for Iowa State, and then another road game. How have you prepared your team for these new trips that you're going to have to take in the expanded league?
Well, we tried to do that already. We had a close scrimmage on the road. We're traveling to Duke this weekend. We want to get our players accustomed for these road trips. We're playing 4 4 non-conference home games in our non-conference schedule. I'm not sure any other power conference team would play that little amount of home games. So we should be battle tested on neutral sites and on road games through, certainly you could look at the Duke game this weekend, and then you could move right to our game number 3, at Gonzaga. So we're put ourselves in some challenging situations against some really good teams on the road, and hopefully that'll pay dividends as we hit, our conference schedule.